I came back from medical treatment overseas and found my daughter calling another man dad. The customs agent stamped my passport. 20 months since I'd flown out of Philadelphia on a one-way ticket, convinced I'd die in Germany. Stage 4 pancreatic cancer with a 3% survival rate. The experimental immunotherapy trial in Munich was my last shot. We'd remortgaged the house, cleaned out the retirement accounts, borrowed from my brother. But the last scan had been clear. Dr. Hoffman had shaken my hand with tears in his eyes. I'd survived something that killed 97% of people diagnosed with it. The cab dropped me at our house at 4 in the afternoon. Everything looked the same. I used my key. The lock had been changed. I rang the doorbell. A man answered. Tall, maybe 40, wearing khakis and a blue button-down. Can I help you? Behind him, different furniture. The couch we'd bought together was gone, replaced by a leather sectional. I'm David Brenner. This is my house. Where's Sarah? The man's expression shifted. You need to leave. Now. Daddy, who's at the door? Emma's voice from deeper in the house. My daughter. 7 years old now, though I'd left when she was 5. I'm calling the police. Sarah, I shouted. Emma, it's Dad. I'm home. Emma appeared at the end of the hallway. She looked at me with no recognition at all. Mommy, there's a man yelling. Sarah came down the stairs. She saw me and stopped. The color drained from her face. David's dead. Her voice was barely a whisper. You're not real. The man wrapped his arm around her. I'm not dead. I'm standing right here. The scan was clear. I beat it. Emma was crying, pressing herself against Sarah's legs. The man pulled out his phone. Yeah, I need police at 1847 Rosewood Drive. There's a man claiming to be the deceased homeowner. The police arrived in 8 minutes. They checked my ID. David Allen Brenner. The address matched. The older officer went inside to talk to Sarah. He came back out. Mr. Brenner, I need you to come down to the station. There's been some kind of mix-up. What kind of mix-up? That's my wife. That's my daughter. Sir, according to Mrs. Sarah Brenner, her husband died 14 months ago. There was a death certificate, a funeral. She's remarried. At the station, Detective Chen laid out documents. A death certificate dated 14 months ago. Cause of death, pancreatic cancer. Place of death, Munich, Germany. Informant, Sarah Brenner, wife. There was a memorial service. She showed me a program. David Allen Brenner, beloved husband and father. My photo smiled from the cover. She collected life insurance. $500,000 paid out within 60 days. Bank records showed transfers. New house fund. Disney World vacation 3 months after I supposedly died. I was alive the entire time. I was in treatment. Can you prove you were in Germany? Chen slid a legal pad across. I wrote for an hour. The clinic, Dr. Hoffman, my apartment, treatment dates. Chen called Munich. Dr. Hoffman confirmed everything. My diagnosis, treatment, recovery. Chen looked at me differently. Not as a suspicious stranger, but as a victim. What happened here is fraud. Multiple felonies. The prosecutor, Angela Martinez, arrived. This is one of the most brazen cases of insurance fraud I've seen. Filing a false death certificate while the person is alive and communicating, that's premeditated. Martinez explained what they'd uncovered. Sarah had filed the death certificate 8 months into my treatment, right when I'd been at my sickest. She'd forged a German hospital document, held a memorial service, posted about her grief on social media. Then 6 weeks later, she'd started dating Kevin Walsh, a financial advisor who specialized in life insurance. They'd married 4 months after my supposed death. The man who answered my door, Kevin Walsh, he's being brought in for questioning. Your brother filed a missing person report 3 months ago. We closed it when Sarah provided proof you were in Germany and wished to be left alone. She'd forged emails from me. She had your laptop, your passwords saved. She'd been monitoring your communications, making sure no one questioned her story. You need to stay away from Sarah and Emma. Any contact could be seen as harassment, given the restraining order she filed an hour ago. She filed an emergency restraining order. Claims you're impersonating her deceased husband. The judge granted it based on the death certificate. You can't go within 500 feet. My own house. My own daughter. I called my brother. David? Oh my God. Is it really you? Sarah said you died. We all went to your funeral. I'm alive. I was in Germany. I beat the cancer. He arrived 2 hours later. She killed you off. While you were fighting for your life, she erased you and cashed in. Martinez called the next morning. We discovered something interesting. And what she found out made me question if I really knew my wife. Full story is linked below or on my channel.